everyone. Welcome to Live Chat Tuesday number 201 with Dee. Dee will be here soon. She had something she had to take care of, but I wanted to go ahead and start because I was late. So welcome everybody. And if you are watching the replay, please hit the like button, leave a comment down below in the comment section. And if you're here with me currently live, please leave me a comment in the chat. Let me know you're here. I'm trying to get rid of this ad so I can see my chat. That's the only downside of it. Let's see. We have Angela Wright. Welcome in. She's working on her knitting needle case, and we have GanniJo and Michelle Plays Hooky. Welcome in. And Demetra, the Naked Snow. Welcome in. So, hi everybody. Welcome in Flower Tammy. Hi Jeanette. Welcome in. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Welcome in MichelleJ, the Crocheting Dog Mom, and Jessica Johnson. Just popping in, getting ready for a doctor's appointment. Well, I hope it goes well, and I hope everything is good. And I hope you have a good day. Thanks for popping in for a minute. Reason I keep looking over here is because it doesn't make a noise when your guest shows up. It just shows a little red dot. So that's why I keep looking up there. Oh, it's been a crazy day so far. How is everybody's day going? My phone is crooked. There we go. Doing good. Life has been living. Some great, not so much. Great one, not so much. Well, sounds like you're having a rough time. I'm sorry to hear that, Jeanette. Welcome in, HD. Hi, Kendra. Did you get my email about the fiber? Welcome in, Kendra. How are you doing? You doing okay? How is everybody? My drink almost went down the wrong way. Oh, good. I'm okay. I'm glad you got it. I hope everything's okay with Dee. She just said she had an emergency. I hope everything's all right. She said, be there in a minute, had an emergency. So the sun is shining and the temps are rising. Flowers are blooming. That's true. I know tomorrow here in Texas, it's supposed to be in the hundreds. And I'm just like, what? I'm not ready for that kind of temperature. That's usually in June and July and August. Life is good. Sure is. So what's everybody working on? Some exciting news. I am halfway done officially with my knit shawl. Can't believe it. I'll show my progress on Thursday. Oh, there's Dee.
Hey, I'm a hot mess. I haven't even brushed my hair. You're getting me al natural today. I never do this, but I've had a really crazy morning. So, hello, everybody. Oh, geez. Sorry I'm late, Crystal.
It's okay. Is everything fine?
Yeah, my dog Fancy had to have emergency surgery yesterday, and It's a long story. She had a hematoma in her ear and it blew her ear up, and they had to separate the front and the back. She's got like 8 rows of stitches, and she was whining and crying just as I was getting ready, and it upset me so much I forgot. And then I was taking care of her, and I'm sorry. I just totally forgot.
No,
I didn't even get
sorry.
ready.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. I'm a hot mess, but you know, they're my babies. So, hello, everybody. You're getting me El Natural today. I haven't even brushed my hair yet. So, holy moly, hello. So, what's going on?
Cookie, I am in about an hour north of you. So, yeah. Welcome in, Wanda, Navy Mommy. It's raining gloomy here, but I have yarn and hooks. My life is good. I'm making market bags. Awesome.
Really cool. So, what were you guys talking about? I'm totally out of the loop.
Just welcoming people in and
okay.
all that. We hadn't really I asked what everybody was working on, and that's what they're starting to answer. So.
Okay. Yeah, I got some of that Bag O' Day yarn. And I want to do a video about it. Everybody's done them, but I'm going to do mine anyway. And I'm dying to use it. So I'm not crocheting. I've been doing beadwork. And so I'm not crocheting just yet. But man, I mean, if the box is sitting here, it's like I just want to get into it, you know?
Yeah.
But I got some stuff I could show you as far as the beadwork goes that I've been doing. This is what I made last night, which is about 40 pens and about 35 bracelets.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm going crazy with that. And then I made this out of amethyst.
Oh, wow.
An amethyst tree, you know.
That's cool.
So that's what I've been doing. I'm going to make a couple more of those for giveaways, a couple of those trees, I think. And yeah, and I'm dying to use my Bag O' Day yarn. It's driving me crazy. So I got to make that video today after I get myself cleaned up because I am literally a hot mess.
Let's see. Jeanette is working on a crochet crowd throw. Welcome in, Melanie J. She says, hello, my girls. Welcome in, Kim G.
Yeah, I was on the phone. As soon as I got done with Fancy, I was talking to Nessa from Infinitely Zero. And I was talking to Nessa, and I was like, oh my God, it's 2:00. I got to get off the phone. Oh my God. I just came running in here. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
Holy cow.
GanniJo, yeah, I think we're supposed to be about the same. So I'm not looking forward to temperature like that in May already. Supposed to be 102 where she is, and she's about 2 hours from me. Oh, that happened to Melanie J's schnauzer a couple of years ago.
Oh, it's horrible. Like her whole ear, it blocked the canal and everything. It was so huge, and she was just whining. And so we took her to that, and it was very, very expensive. Like, I'm totally goofed up for the month. I'm like, oh my God, I might end up having to have some kind of dib sale just to be able to pay the bills. I mean, it was that expensive. Yeah, like crazy, crazy expensive. So I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the month, but I'm going to try. But yeah, they separated the inside of her ear from the outside of her ear, took the hematoma out, which was gigantic. It was like the size of a golf ball. And then they put the 2 pieces back together and sewed up and down, up and down, up and down. She's got like 8 rows of stitches in one ear.
Oh, poor baby.
I know it, man. She was yiping, and oh my gosh, it was horrible. But anyways,
Flower Tammy is working on a halter top, and Michelle Plays Hooky says, we may be closer than that. Haha, I'm actually closer to Conroe. I think we're maybe 30, 45 minutes away from Conroe roundabout. So yeah, we probably are neighbors.
I think it's like 70 something here, but we got rain, so it's like damp and yucky. We're supposed to get storms tonight. I'm hoping that It's not tornado storms. It's just regular storms.
Well, that's good. That it's not like severe bad.
Yeah. I know I was talking to Diana D this morning, and she said that they're expecting tornadoes and stuff tonight in Illinois. So everybody keep an eye on your weather. Hi, Pam. Hi, everybody. I'm so sorry.
She says she loves the tree.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been making those for about 40 years, I think. I used to sell them in market, at the festivals and stuff. And so every once in a while, I make one if I find a cool rock or something,
Melanie
right there.
is knitting her second sock. I'm doing afterthought heel. Not sure I like it. Is this your first time doing the afterthought heel? Because I've never done it that way. I've always what is that lady's name? She does the vanilla sock, and she shows 2 different ways. Yeah, I don't remember the lady's channel name. The Crazy Sock Lady. Duh.
You're the crazy chicken lady. You didn't know that?
But yeah, that's the only one I've ever done, and I've done 2 pairs. So since 2021, since I started knitting.
Oh, Navy Mom's here. Navy Mom's got more mystery boxes. She's been going through yarn. So if you guys are interested, get a hold of her. She puts out some really awesome mystery boxes. Like over and beyond.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're really good. Hey, Chuck.
Pam Hunter, you're still working on the Boston Grafgan. She goes, you'll never guess what I'm working on, Crystal. A Boston Grafgan. She's been working on that for a while now. Hi, Nessa. Welcome in.
I know. I was like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be on grid with Crystal. I gotta go. Oh, and she has new free gifts too, she said. I didn't even get to clean my glasses. Holy cow. She's got new free gifts too. Navy Mom.
Awesome. Hi, Diane Major. Welcome in. You've been working on it forever.
You didn't make me late, Nessa. It's dogs and my whole morning's been crazy. So, hey, Diane. You'll be working on it forever.
Melanie J says, I purchased the Fish Lips Kiss heel pattern. I like it, I think. Never even heard of it. Who's it by?
Hey, Anastasia. I gotta wipe the glasses off.
Anastasia. Hey, Chuck. Welcome in.
I didn't even get my glasses cleaned. The best you're getting from me today is my teeth are brushed. How's that? that's about it, man.
Kendra says, I'm blaming Dee for ordering the bod yarn.
Oh, I know, man. It's awesome yarn, you guys. This stuff is so pretty and so soft. Like, it is like softer than Caron Simply Soft, but it's made in a way that doesn't split like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like people always complain about Caron Simply Soft splitting. To me, it's all about the hook. But a lot of people are stuck on one size hook and that's all they ever use. But with some of that yarn, you need to switch up your hook size. But anyways, this is number one. I'm not just saying this because I love Crystal. This is like well made, super soft, and I love the way the gradient is. I like the fact that it doesn't have white or like really light. I like the darker colors. So to me, this is like, oh man, top notch, man. And oh my gosh, is it ever soft? It is so soft, and the colors are just wow. Wow, well done. That's all I can say. I'm glad she found somebody that could make it for the right way.
Yeah. I think it was a couple of days ago I got the email from Mary Maxim about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I actually ordered twice. So I got another box coming because there was colors that I couldn't get. So yeah, I kind of went overboard, and then I'm making you jealous, Diane. I went overboard with it, but I wanted to make sure I got some. And like I said, there when I first ordered, there were certain colors you couldn't get, so I ordered them again. And then, of course, I have to have emergency surgery for my dog, and it took the rest of my money. So I picked the worst month to go yarn shopping at all. So yeah.
Yes, Anastasia. I think it's sold on Mary Maxim.
Yep, it's called Bag O' Day Tonal Hues.
Yeah, tonal hues.
And it's premium anti-pilling acrylic. And all the colors have to do with Freddie Mercury, you know, the names of it and all that kind of stuff have to do with Freddie Mercury. It's a 4-way, 100% anti-pilling acrylic, and there's 328 yards per cake. And man, is it soft. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to get working with it. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Hey, Dragon Cat, welcome in.
Hey,
And Adele, welcome in.
I try not to buy yarn, Nessa. Yeah, I know, right? I know. I'm so happy for her too. You know, the last company that she tried working with wouldn't really work with her. They wanted to do it their way. And you know, and this, you know, she got Mary Maxim to do it her way. And I'm glad she did because it's outstanding. I haven't crocheted with it yet, but I can tell, you know, I've been crocheting, you know, I have so much doggone yarn, I know what to do. So I just feel it, I know what's up, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hi, Dina.
Hi, Dina. My
Mateo.
actually all that Mark was power washing, and he was on one side of the fence and the dogs were on the other side. And they were all like next to each other, barking like crazy at him because he's power washing, and tie-dye bit Fancy's ear.
Mm.
You know, she's not a bad dog. My dogs are very friendly, but all of them being at the gate right next to each other, barking, and she reached over and bit Fancy's ear and caused this just gigantic hematoma. And it went all the way down into her ear canal and everything, and she had to have like serious surgery. And she's super groggy today, but she's okay. They got her ear put back together and everything, and it just was very and then this morning, like I said, you know, she's been kind of whining, and she's still under anesthesia a little bit. I can tell she's kind of groggy and stuff, and she's on a bunch of medicines, which I'm sure some of it's painkiller or something that's making her groggy. So yeah, she's my high concern today for sure. Yep. And then
Tessa
Mark,
says I usually don't order huge excess of yarn, but hey, if it shows up at my house for free, totally going to take it and use it.
yeah,
Michelle Price Hookie says it's in the company's benefit to comply with reasonable requests by the designer. That is very true.
oh yeah, absolutely. And like she didn't want it to be, you know, $8, $9, $10 a cake. She wanted it to be a more reasonable price so that everyone could afford it, you know, and that kind of thing. And they didn't work with her, so this company did, and I am just so glad they did. It's wonderful, and it was a good choice with Mary Maxim. I love Mary Maxim though, so.
Mm-hmm. Welcome in Kimberly Otterson and Alley Cat Crochet.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she'll be okay. The vet that we have is really good and very knowledgeable and whatever, and he did a fantastic job. It's almost like what do they call that? Plastic surgeon. Like he like was very meticulous in fixing it. So I think everything's gonna be good.
Chuck, if you want yarn, I'll send you yarn.
Me too. You want yarn, Chuck? We'll hook you up.
Nessa says, in case you didn't hear, Yarnspiration sent me 4 extra of each color mystery box that I had ordered. So it was a shipment of 7 large boxes that arrived. Holy cow.
Yeah, wow. That same thing happened to Crystal. Same thing happened to her.
Wow. Yeah. They sent her like multiples of number 2. And it
Yeah,
was
and multiples of this and that,
number
whatever, and sent her all these boxes, you know. But I don't know
That's false
whatever came of
advertisement.
it. What's that?
I said that's false advertisement. If they say they have 6 different available and they send you just 2, that's
Yeah.
yeah, that's wrong.
But they sent her extra boxes over and beyond what she paid for.
Yeah. No,
You know
I
what I'm
understand
saying?
that. I'm saying Crystal.
Yeah, she asked them, you know, do you want me to return them? Send me a return label or something, and I'll return them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know whatever came of it, but she was in correspondence with them anyway.
Hi, Diana Crane. Welcome in.
Hello, everybody.
Diane Major said, I'm still waiting for them to answer me. I ordered 4, 5, and 6 and nothing yet.
I tried to order some after I seen Nets in Crystals. I tried to order some because, like I said, I went on a buying spree because I haven't had no yarn hauls in a while.
Yeah.
So I went on to try to get some, and they were all out of stock. So I couldn't even get one.
Wow.
So I guess you probably might have to wait, Diane, until they restock.
If they ever do restock.
Right? Well, when they're sending 5 of the same boxes, someone who only ordered one, I can kind of understand why they're out of stock. You know, there must have been some kind of glitch in their computer system or something, you know?
Welcome in, Aisha. I saw your comment earlier, but I forgot to say hello. So welcome in, Aisha's Handmade Items. Nessa says, yes, I did a live stream when it arrived. Yes, she said after they sent her 1 box of each one as well, it was a process error. I ordered box 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 boxes of number 4 and 3 of number 5. I never got box 1. Huh.
Yeah, so like everything kind of got goofed up. You know, like I said, processing error, something to do with their computers or something got goofed up. Yeah. You got everything else. Yeah, everything's out of stock as far as I'm last I checked.
Diane Major says, I got other things in that order, and that was before Nessa got hers. My shipment said 2 shipments now, and the one is just the mystery box. It says expected today or tomorrow, but no tracking. I got everything else rather quickly. Interesting.
Diane Major says, so I can come get my 4, 5, and 6 and you, Nessa, yours, Nessa. Yeah, go shopping at Nessa's. Why not? Yeah.
Hi, Jesse and
Hello, Kirsten.
Kirsten. I got a Kristen F and a Kirsten A, and I always mess their names up.
Mark
One or the other.
mispronounces Kirsten's name all the time. He calls her Kristen all the time because there's, you know, a couple of Kristens and whatever, but hers is pronounced Kirsten. He gets it wrong every single time. Oh no, Dion, not crystals. No, we're talking about the mystery. What are they called, Crystal? Do you know?
I don't remember what she called them, but it's the mystery boxes that Baudet unboxed that were like 6 different boxes of
And you
mystery
said
yarns, and they
which
sent her
mystery?
like 6 of number 2. We were talking about those. Barry says my friend ordered a new engine for his rototiller. It went from 2 weeks now to now 2 months before they can even deliver it. Tariffs are the reason for the delay. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Kirsten says, as long as it's close, I will answer.
I know that's what she tells Mark all the time. You're close. It works. He gets it wrong every single time.
Ah.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on as far as shipping goes. You know, everything's in an upheaval. So, and then, you know, then they have their computer glitch that sends out too much to people. And then, oh man, yeah, it's been a little crazy.
And it was from Yarnspirations, right? Those mixed mystery boxes.
Yeah, Maria Inspirations, and they had number 1 through 6.
Yeah, we've ordered from them a few times
Yeah.
in the past, but it was smaller quantities of stuff, never had any problems. So, huh. Aw, thank you, Navy Mommy Wanda.
Looking forward to my yarn from your good sale. You should probably get it right. I sent it right after. So, well, Monday. I sent it Monday after that Thursday. So usually I get it out the next day, but I wasn't able to. And so I had to wait till Monday. It all depends on Mark and when he can help me with shipping and all that stuff. So I'm kind of at his will when it comes to that. They went out of stock due to Nessa and Crystal. I know, right?
Karen JSP says, hi all, which brand or company those mixed up boxes from?
Yeah, Inspirations, yeah.
And everybody that ordered either yarn or a mystery bag from us went out yesterday. So if y'all have not received your tracking info, email me and let me know.
I have, I send out so many packages and I never thought to put people's email addresses in there so that they would get the notices. Mm-hmm. And like now to go back, I have hundreds of names in my pirate ship. So to go back and do it now would be insanity. It would be insane. It would take me a month.
See, and I have always been the type of person, like if I order something, like say from Mary Maxim or Amazon, doesn't matter. I like to have my tracking so I can see where it's at, And when I order something, I have had stuff lost. That's why, and
yeah.
I'm like, so when my mom orders something off her Amazon for me, I always try to get her to send me the tracking. And so I'd have it, or like if I order off eBay or something like that, they always send tracking, and I check it every day, sometimes twice a day, figuring out where it is, where it's at. Is it still on its way? Is it delayed?
Okay, that sounds like OCD.
Yes, but I'm that way with tracking for my stuff.
Yeah,
and also,
I know you are.
I try to be courteous and make sure everybody
gets it. That's awesome. I am like the most, when it comes to that, it's like, okay, everything's out the door. That's all that matters to me. If somebody doesn't get something, let me know. I'll resend you more. It's too much. It's overwhelming for me. I used to, when I first started YouTube and did giveaways, I used to write thank you cards and all that kind of stuff. And it got to a point where I was sitting for 3-4 hours writing out thank you cards. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I just have to put the stuff in the bag and get it out the door. Otherwise, we're going to be sitting here another week, without it being shipped out because I'm having to write thank you cards and all that. So I hope you guys understand that when you get from me, you don't get thank you cards and all that because it's overwhelming. It overwhelms me. So.
Yeah. And what I actually do when I do my yarn sales and stuff, I actually pre-make the cards a few days before and then fill in, like I'll put hi, and then the night of the live sale, after the live sale, I'll fill in the name, sign it, but I put all the stickers on and put thank you. And
I love your homemade cards.
It's easier, so I don't have to make it that night. So
Yeah, but I'm busy every single solitary day to the point of ridiculous. You know, I swear to God, I work more hours and harder now than I did when I was actually working and I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
oh my gosh. Yeah.
Actually, I think Kirsten won a package last week from me, Diane. It's not the one from the live sale. It was from my 200th live episode. I think she won.
Yeah, I would, it would be a full-time job just keeping track of packages for me and writing out the cards. That right there would be all I'd be able to do. I wouldn't be able to do videos. I wouldn't be able to crochet. I wouldn't be able to do anything. That would be all I do. Because I send out, a couple hundred packages at a time, So it's a bit much. It ain't easy being fabulous. You're cracking me up, man.
Welcome in, Noelle. Oh, you're very welcome, Kirsten.
I missed something. What did Kirsten say?
She said, speaking of packages, Crystal, I got my mystery bag and absolutely love it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. I had made up 3 mystery bags from me on my 200th live. So, and she was one of the winners. So,
Yeah, I'm a celebrity, all right, Diane. A celebrity in my house, maybe. Yeah, these mail order service. That's about it, Karen. That's what I feel like. I might as well have my own postal service. Yeah, I hope you guys understand because it's just too much. It's too much. I just want to get it out so it gets to you guys as soon as possible. When I got Mark here and we can do it and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, writing out all the cards and put on all the emails now that I'm this far in, it would, oh my God, I would never be able to do anything.
let's see.
God, I got a really, really awesome thing. Phone call today from my daughter, and she swore me to secrecy. And I want to tell you guys so bad. Yeah, retirement, my butt, Melanie. Jeez.
Momo is doing all right. Miss Pat is doing all right. She is laying down. She had went to town today and she's fine.
Okay. I think I might be able to get away with telling you guys this secret. I can't do it on my channel because my family won't see it. So I'm going to tell you guys a super secret, but you got to not spread it all over the YouTube streets. Okay. Okay. It starts out tragic, but ends up awesome. So about a week and a half ago, my youngest daughter, the one that was drinking the energy drinks and got so sick and everything, well, something was wrong with one of her breasts. Okay. And her grandma actually died from breast cancer that spread throughout her body and all that kind of thing. And so my ex-husband, her father, is just beside himself. He can't even talk about it. Like he's freaking out because her white cell count is normally high, but it's really high. And then they found this mass in her left breast and she's freaking out. She's on the phone calling me, bawling her eyes out. Oh my God, Mom, I think I got cancer. I've got to go on Thursday, this coming Thursday, to have a biopsy done and blah, 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 whatever. This morning she calls me and she's smiling ear to ear. Now, this has been my week, okay? One of the reasons why, I've been kind of out of it, okay? Which I haven't told anybody. So this is the first time that we thought my daughter has breast cancer. So anyways, this morning, she calls me, she goes, Mom, guess what? And I go, what? And she goes, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, what? Okay, first of all, my daughter's 40 years old. Second of all, her ex that she was with for many, many years, Max's father, got a vasectomy and wouldn't let her have any more children. She wanted more children. And he did it behind her back. He was a shady creep. Anyways, she broke up with him. She's been dating this other guy for over a year or whatever. And now they think that what's in her breast is some dry milk thing. I don't understand yet. We'll find out on Thursday, but they don't believe it's breast cancer now. They believe it's this dry milk syndrome thingy. So not only did I find out that pretty good chance she doesn't have breast cancer, the other thing is that Max is finally going to have a sister or brother that he's wanted for 13 years, and he doesn't even know yet. Nobody knows this but me and my daughter, and my other daughter, Molly. And so, oh my gosh, Judy is so excited and so happy. She hasn't even told the father yet. She's waiting till after Thursday so she can tell everybody everything all at once, so they're not freaking out saying, oh God, you're pregnant with breast cancer, or you know what I'm saying. So she's waiting till Thursday to tell everybody. So anyways, I'm going to be a grandma again. Never expected this to happen ever. And so now I've got a great grandbaby coming and a grandbaby. And there's a really, really about a 90% chance that my daughter does not have breast cancer.
Awesome.
I can't believe I told her. Okay, I put it out there. Please keep it to yourselves. I just can't have my family finding out. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. And please, God, please, please, please don't let it be breast cancer. So if you would say prayers, and she's super excited and super happy when we've spent the last week bawling our eyes out thinking that she had breast cancer. Yeah. So, yeah. I know, isn't that cool? Yeah, and Max is going to be a brother. He's going to be so excited. Yeah, mom's the word, everyone. Like, don't put it in my chat a lot in case one of my kids is watching, because the only ones that know are me and my other daughter. So, yeah.
So after this live is over, just forget you heard it.
Yeah, you forgot. Otherwise. You forgot.
Until she mentions it later.
Yeah, forget you know anything about it, say prayers, and that's it. I know Max is going to be so excited. He's wanted a sister or brother since he could talk, since he could sign, because they're both deaf, if you don't know. My daughter's deaf, and so is my grandson. So anyways, they've wanted, a baby brother or sister since. And like I said, my daughter's ex that she was with for, 15 years, didn't want any more kids and snuck and went and got a vasectomy. He was such a jerk, man. And he also did not like hearing people. That was another problem. He does not want to communicate with anyone who is hearing. And he'd come to our family gatherings and sit in a corner. I mean, he just was not, he wasn't mean or rude. He would smile and wave at everybody and go sit in a corner during the family, not even try to communicate with any of us. He didn't like hearing people at all. And so, he was sneaky. He didn't, so the family's we were glad to see him go. And my daughter's kind of new, it's been over a year now, but my daughter's new boyfriend is super sweet. He's very helpful. He adores my daughter. He's in Illinois right now. They live together, but he's in Illinois right now because his mother is dying of stage 4 cancer. And he had to go there to take care of his mother because his father's in the hospital. It's this whole big mess. And freaking Kendra, you're so sweet. So anyways, he doesn't even know yet. So she's going there to Illinois on Friday. And so then that's when he'll find out as well. So please don't mention it in my chats or anything, just in case families are mentioning it, are there, and they'll see what's going on. Just keep it to yourself until I say it on a live, which will be next week. But this Saturday, don't say nothing. Diana D.
Thank you, Kendra. Thank you, Diana. Kendra, this one is for you. That one's kind of loud.
Yeah, we talked yarn and mystery boxes. That's right, Wanda. And no, Dina, he is not a hearing person. He is also deaf.
And Diana D, thank you so much. We'll do the meal. Hi, truly amazing. Welcome in.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, just keep it on the down low for right now until I mention it, because, you know, me and me, her best friend, and her sister are the only ones that know as of right now. But she is just over the moon happy. She has wanted a baby. Like I said, she's 40 now. She's wanted a baby for 13 years. You know, ever since Max, she wanted Max to have a sibling. And we never thought in a million years this would happen. I thought I was done having grandbabies and on to the great grandbabies, because I got one coming now. And number 2 great grandbaby. So yeah, I'm sorry, I had to say it. I'm bursting over here, man. I'm so excited.
Hi, Terry. Welcome in.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, say prayers, because Thursday's when we find out if it's this dry milk thing or if it is cancer. But the doctor says he's about 90% sure that it's this milk thing. So, because I was going to say, you know, after she told me that, I looked at Mark and I said, I can't do this. I can't handle another thing, you know? Yeah, thank you guys. So instead of bad news, I got good news. So bursting with it. I had to tell somebody.
Diane Major says, I had a feeling it was a milk duct.
Yeah, it's something, you know, her one breast is really sore, which if you know anything about breast cancer, you know that, you know, it's not sore. And, you know, cancer doesn't hurt you. You don't feel it. It isn't painful. But I was thinking, because I'm just going to get a little graphic, but if it's the pressure from the tumor is behind the nipple, that may cause some pain, right? And so that's where I was thinking. I was like, well, maybe that's why it hurts, you know? And then lo and behold, we find this out. So yes, I need some good news, you guys. I need some good news. For sure. Yeah, so just pray that that's what it is. It's just a milk duct issue, and it's not you know, the cancer, because I can't even think about it. I got to keep that out of my brain. It's been a rough week. So, anyways, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take everything over. I was bursting. I had to tell somebody. I'm not allowed to tell anyone. Yeah, they do like to keep us on our toes, Kirsten. Tearing up. Sorry. Thank you, Noel. As I was telling Mark, I said, what do we got to do to get some good news? You know, I mean, honestly, this is ridiculous. This is like, I told him, I said, you guys are going to laugh at this one. I said, we must have been serial killers in another life or something. I mean, this is like karma 500-fold, you know? I was like, man, what did we do? I said, I've never done anything. I mean, yeah, if I kicked a couple butts, yes, I have. Have I been in some bad arguments in my life? Yes, I have. But have I ever hurt anyone no, never. I've never stolen. I've never, you know, I mean, I've never done it. What am I getting paid back for? You know, is the way I was looking at it. Like, what did I do? So, Mark, we must have been serial killers in another life or something. I don't know.
Terry says, nah, I'm praying she has twins.
Me too. You know what? Twins run in my family. So do that. Twins run in my family. That would be so cool. Mark's telling her, you know, she's telling us we're doing FaceTime, obviously, because she's deaf. And, you know, she's telling me and Mark about it. And Mark goes, you know, because she does maintenance work for senior citizen condos, and then she runs a landscaping business. So she has boots on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And Mark goes, "Don't you lift nothing heavy. You call me if you need something lifted. Don't pick up." He's like, "Oh, no, you know."
Diane says, now maybe this will be the start of a long chain of good
Oh,
things.
yeah, yeah, I hope so too. I was telling Diana D the other day, I said, it's weird because on Mother's Day, I got up really, really sad, of course. And I don't know if you guys seen the short I put out because it didn't post well, but my son has a friend that deals with his dogs, and he's in Africa, and he knows this group of guys or something that do like little, weird things. Anyways, my son paid for these guys to dance and show my picture and wish me happy Mother's Day, and they're in Africa. And so I'm sitting here that morning, and I'm all bummed out. And then my son sends that to me, and I laughed so hard. It was like the exact thing I needed. Like, it brightened up my whole day, and that was the best gift ever, ever, ever. So then I went out to lunch with my daughters and a couple of my grandbabies, Madison, who just graduated and went to prom, and then Connor. And then Max, of course. And Max is with us with everything. And anyway, so, we went out to lunch and all that kind of stuff. And you guys know I'm kind of agoraphobic. I stay home a lot, and I don't go too many places unless it's family related. I don't go. Like the one time a month that I go to the doctor, that's when I go to Joann's or Michael's, because I'm not going out of the house again, right? So I order everything online. I'm good with just staying home. And, it's a part of my anxiety and all that stuff. So anyways, every day, and I had to drive myself because Mark was doing the tile in the bathroom. So I'm by myself. I drive to the restaurant. I'm anxious because I'm driving by myself out into public, and I'm a nervous wreck, and I'm anxious, and I'm like, it's a family thing, Dee. You're going to be fine. Trying to talk myself off the rails. And I get to the restaurant. We have a really nice lunch. I calm down, and I got to get back in the car and drive all the way home. It's like a 45-minute ride. And some of it is freeway and all that, which, I was a trucker. I don't care if it's freeway or what, but it was during, 5 o'clock, everybody's getting off work and all that. And I was like, oh man, so now the anxiety's building up again. And all of a sudden, I was thinking about my mom because a song came on that was one of my mom's favorite songs. And, here I am. I went from sad to absolutely thrilled for what my son did, to anxious, to having a nice time, to being anxious again. And on the way home, I swear to you, I don't know what it was. I don't even know how to explain it. But I felt like someone took a 500-pound weight off of my shoulders that I didn't even realize was there. And all of a sudden, it was just gone. Like, I'm not super sad about my mom anymore. I'm good with it. And it's like all of a sudden, it just came off me. And I don't know how to explain it other than, intervention. You know what I'm saying? The higher power intervention, just like, okay, she's had enough, because this is after, the cancer thing and all that. And all of a sudden, I just felt good. And on the way home, I'm jamming, I'm singing, I'm fine driving home. I'm like, wow, okay, where'd that anxiety go that I'm so used to having? I got home, I was motivated, I was in a good mood the rest of the night, which is not like me. If I've had to go out by myself the rest of the night, I'm like, okay, all right, you made it. I don't know what it was. It's like all of a sudden, it just lifted off me. It was all that pressure, and it's almost like somebody took a 500-pound backpack off my back, and I didn't even realize it was there. So I don't know what that was. I think that was intervention by God, but I feel a lot better all of a sudden, even though I was dealing all week with this cancer thing. And now with this good news, it's like extra. So I'm sorry. I know I'm talking your show away. I'm sorry. I just got a lot going on in my head. So I love you guys.
Nessa says twins run in my family too. My great aunts were twins, but I am too old. No kids for me, just fur babies. I got fur babies too. So
My sister and brother are twins. There was me, and then 5 years later, my mom had my sister and brother who are twins.
but well, I said that wrong. I have fur baby. I've got one now. I did have two. I had Oreo and Tom, and then Tom disappeared, and then Oreo last year passed away, which
Yeah.
will be a year. And I've had Canella since October, so I've had her since officially October 27th was the day I took her, and it was only supposed to be for a week. And I said, "Can I just go ahead and keep her now anyway?" Because I'm having trouble thinking about letting her go, because my neighbor Violetta was going to be gone for a week, and she said, "Well, can you watch her?" And I said, "Well, can I take her to my house and keep her since I already have the cage?" And it's a large dog size cage, if y'all don't know. And she sleeps in there at night. She has a bed and her litter box and her food.
Oh yeah, Crystal will FaceTime me with Canella, and she's got a whole. Basically, the garage is Canella's. It's like set up like a cat like monastery. It's like crazy. It's like cat kingdom in there. She's got toys and things all over the place, and Canella's having a ball out there. Yeah, so it's not like she's shoved in a cage in a garage, lonely. No, this cat is living in a cat kingdom.
Yeah. Mama has said, "You've taken over my garage and given it to my cat, to your cat." And I said, "Well, it's not really that much, but you know." But yes, I do understand, Nessa, and there's quite a few of us here that understand. Our animals are our babies.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we got empty nests I've had empty nests for a really long time. My kids are in their 40s, right? My oldest son will be 48, and my youngest is 40. So I've had empty nests for a long time. So, I love animals. So I've always had like herds of animals that were my children. Wow, check it out.
One of the recent harvests that we got.
The biggest one went to the neighbor.
Yeah, the biggest one went to the neighbor, but it's a zucchini.
Yeah, wow. Oh, I want to tell you, Crystal, he's just about ate that entire jar of jelly that you sent just since yesterday. Oh my God, he loves it so much. He's been peanut butter sandwiching it up. I said, "You keep that." Like literally, there's like this much left in the jar. That's how much he loves it. So I just wanted to tell you.
Wow. Well, it was a smaller size jar, so maybe I should have sent y'all a bigger one.
Oh, I told you, man, he loves jelly. And he was like, "This is really good." You tell Crystal I said this was awesome. I love it. I was like, "Okay, I'll tell her."
Tell them thank you very much.
Well,
I've actually been eating more. I don't eat a lot of bread. And there's been a couple of times in the past week, since I've made it, I've actually had just jelly on toast or just a jelly sandwich with it on there. So
I eat tortillas more than I eat bread. And my daughter-in-law was telling me the other day, tortillas are just have as many calories as bread, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they were saying.
Diana D, we had a good Mother's Day. I got my mom and my brother and Mama and me. We all went out to eat. Me and my brother paid for everybody. So, but yeah, we had a good Mother's Day.
And then I came home and mowed the yard and did 2 loads of laundry.
Yes, Noelle, she was a big blessing.
Yeah, for sure. And she's so sweet. Are you calling me Patricia? Oh, look at that.
That's acacia wood. Show her how thick it is. Do it from the side.
Oh, that's nice. I love wood, man.
That's why I'm showing you. Turn around. It was that
I can't see.
Yeah,
15.
was $15.
And today it's $1.50. But I think, what do you think about if it had holes drilled, like 2 there and 1 there, there's 4 of them, and just make a table out of it?
Yeah.
You could.
I think
You know where my brain went? I'll tell you
What?
where my brain went. My brain went from the shape of it. If you put like 5 or 6 of them and put something in the center, it would make a big giant daisy.
You could,
Yeah.
you could. And I'm thinking table, but okay, brain, where's your brain gonna go with this one? I feel
Yeah.
so sick. I just had to get up and show you though. You see
What
right
is
here? I'll show you in a minute. I want you to see
Originally
that.
$7.
Okay.
It is
100 tea light candles.
For 70 cents?
Yep. You did the math. I'm proud of you. You did the math. There you go.
What do you want me to do a video of, Navy Mommy, of Canella? I do have a few of her on my channel.
Probably about the jelly. How you made the jelly, I think, or the
Oh, I
jam.
already did a video on how I made it. Pam Hunter says, hey, Patricia. Well, me and my brother split the price, Diana D. Paid for Mom and Mama.
Well, I was trying to pay for all of our lunch the other day on Mother's Day, and my kids wouldn't let me because I know my daughter was, both my daughters are having a little rough week, and I'm like, I'll just pay for it. And then actually, I'm kind of glad I didn't because then Fancy's ear happened. So, which totally broke me. I don't even know how we're going to get. Thank God my freezer's full of groceries. That's all I got to say. That's how broke I am at the moment.
Well,
Crazy.
this happened to be one of my favorite, I guess, because they're so wonderful to me. And they let me decorate there. That's why and they're just nice to me. But I get a discount and I get an additional employee's discount because I'm not an employee, but I work there for free. And then because then they gave my daughter a discount for being a senior citizen. So that helped a lot. So,
yeah.
And then one time they even gave you a discount because you were with me for some holiday.
Instead of charging me for adult, they gave me a kid's price. So,
hey, I take it however I can
What
get.
happens when you're short, man?
Yep, that is Flo that you hear, Kendra. It's Patricia. They call you Flo.
No, I don't want to be Flo. Thank you very much. Oh.
Welcome in, Mimi. Tammy.
You said that, Patricia, you're stuck with it. Not you said that, you're stuck with it.
Well, I'm Mama, but somebody gave me the name of Mima.
I believe it was.
Don't remember, but anyway. Well, I'm just trying to show you some sales that I got. Oh, if you see any at Dollar General, if you see any exercise stuff,
Like
that one is right there.
Exercise stuff.
Exercise stuff.
Something similar to this.
Or the
Navy Mommy, I'll try to do a video of Canella soon.
That or those big exercise.
Yeah.
They're like a soft ball that you sit on and roll around and exercise on. Or it can be weights, or it can be dumbbells, barbells, and all that stuff. It's my favorite price.
A penny.
A penny. Oh man.
Yeah. And Easter decorations are 90% today. Any kind of Easter decorations. The candy is only 50. However, on Friday, it will be, the decorations will be 95%. And then there'll be an extra 50% on the candy. So that'll make it 75% off. So there you go.
Barry Storms Radios and Cats says hello, Patricia.
Hi.
Melanie J says hi, Pat.
Oh, how sweet. Y'all get to shopping. Save that money.
Yeah, I made this tree and it's done mostly in amethyst. And I showed Diane D. She goes, you know, that is my birthstone. So it looks like she's getting this one.
Okay, I got these for you and Dee today. These for next year. You can wear that side or you can wear that side. Y'all can decide what color you want.
She got us matching ears.
Oh, there you go.
Next year. Y'all can pick the color. Well, you know, sometimes y'all do this weird stuff and you have all these things on your head.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Now you're ready. You can decide on the color. We'll throw one in your box, whatever color you decide.
What is this money you speak of?
Yes, Dollar General.
I also do CVS and other stores too,
but mostly Dollar
mostly
General.
Dollar General because you download your coupon. Oh. Listen. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the clearance section is going to be an additional 50% off. And
so 3-day clearance sale. And if you're not familiar with what that is, an extra 50% off either items that are on sale or in the clearance reduced section.
And it can also be on the shelf. The regular shelf, if it has an orange tag, it'll be a 25 or 10 or whatever % off plus an extra 50. So if you see those orange tags, but the main thing I was trying to say was, if you have the app, if you don't have the app on your phone, put it on there and download all of those digital coupons for like Old Spice and Secret and Tide or Gain or any of that, because you'll get that coupon plus your 50% discount.
Speaking of the app, I do actually have a tutorial on my channel on how to use the Dollar General app. That is actually one of my most viewed videos every month since I made that video.
And the other one was a haul when we first started a long time ago.
Why does this Crystal has lost all control of this live? I took over the first part. Now Meemaw's taking over.
Well, it's actually, Wanda, it's very normal for Mama to come in here and tell y'all about good deals and stuff when she comes back from the store. But she had been in her room resting, so
sick.
Well, I was trying not to say that you were sick.
Okay, I can say it, sick. Like Fluff.
Let's get out the bag.
They might, Diana D. But also some of the deals, it's like either seasonal items or the certain dots. I don't have anything actually. Okay, so certain things. This is a pin that my grandmother got. It's a little llama, and but if you look, that has a yellow dot. Right now, the yellow dot are 50% off, right?
On some things.
On some things. So like how you see this yellow dot right there, there are different items, some that have blue,
but yeah,
some
blue,
that have
now blue is
brown.
What you want. If you
blue
see
is what you want.
Hair clips or something like that, or a pin, or
speaking of hair clip
or anything like that.
Can y'all see that?
That's one of them.
That's so cute.
If they have,
that's a blue dot item,
and it will be.
It was originally $1 and it was 10 cents when she got it. So,
and then I did find these today. If it's the Delight Carrot, they're down to 60 cents. But I think Betty Crocker has a digital coupon, so that would take a little more off if it's still on the app and hadn't expired yet. I didn't even look at that. But anyway, so that's food. I go for food, you know, when I think. Don't we all? Oh, and the Easter candy too. Just don't forget about. Oh, wait, stop.
Yeah, Easter stuff is.
Yeah. The candy is 50 and the decorations are 90.
So the Easter decorations are 90% off, but the Easter candy is only 50% off.
And on Saturday, you get your 5 off of $25 worth digital coupon.
Mm-hmm.
So you could buy a heck of a lot of stuff.
And then get $5 off. Yeah.
You get the $5 plus you get your digital coupons off. Plus you get your extra 50% off of all the clearance stuff. That is what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Run like the wind.
There's quite a few people that's saying that they love carrot cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love carrot cake.
It is one of my favorites, and it's a healthy thing. Think about that.
She had a couple of these hair clips, and I was like, you know what? That's my colors. I'm getting that one. So it was like, why not? And it's a axolotl.
I don't know what that is. That must be some kind of cartoon character or something.
No. It's actually, I did not know this until yesterday when I looked it up. It's a real creature. It's technically a sea lizard.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Angie Buhanja.
Okay, and if y'all go to look at the NCI section, this is just going to be fun real quick, but there's mirrors, there's shelves, there's all kinds of stuff, and that's just sconces with some deals, but it
was originally $12 down to $1.20.
And on Saturday, you could get your extra 5 off 25 and get you a bunch of them.
Yep, and one of these are a wall shelf, and it was originally $6 down to 60 cents.
I know I got one of those one of those shelves. Tell her if she's got any more of the darker wood shelves. I want them.
Okay. And then y'all are not going to be able to see all of this.
But it's made like a door kind of thing with the arch at the top. And it was 20 and it's down to $2. And they have gray ones and white ones and different colors. So anyway, things like that. And then go for it. They have chalkboards with shelves. They have keychains. And then they have these that have 3. The little wall sconces, which could go on each side of the mirror things.
Yeah, and there's also these. They were originally 10, and it's a set of 3 of those in there.
And now it's
$1.
I'm trying to cover it up. Things like that. It's kind of fun. Now go back to your pillows. Look for comforters. Look for lamps are 50% off. Plus it'll be an extra 50 if you need any lamps.
Dina Cabaz says, Patricia, do you ever go to Dollar Tree? I'm looking for a wire frame that looks like a snowman. It's already connected together. Let me know, please, and get it for me, and I'll pay you.
She needs a snowman wire frame.
So a wire shape of a snowman, is that what you're meaning, Dina?
It's possible I may have one, but I'll go look. We have one in town. I'll check that out next time I go to the store.
Diane wants to rent you, Patricia.
What?
I was just fixing to read that to her. Diane Major says, Crystal, would you would make a killing if you just rented Miss Pat out for the weekends.
Well, why can't Miss Pat make the killing for the weekend? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I don't need a manager. I can manage myself. So tell her to send you her email to get, and then you.
I believe I have Dina's. Yeah.
Okay. Well, remember who it is because I won't remember, but I'll check and see if I have them.
Yep. I have her email.
I know I have stars and I have rabbits, but I'm not sure about a snowman.
It might be more around Christmas time, Dina.
It depends if they have it.
I thought I saw 2 of them, but they had something white wrapped around them in your outbuilding.
Of snowman?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. There's something out there, but I don't know if it's a snowman. I'll have to look.
I don't remember.
I'm almost certain. So if you still got them, you know.
Okay.
She says it's 2 circles with a hat and arms, and it was put around Christmas when I seen them.
Okay.
Seen it.
Well, I'll check for sure and see. They're already putting Thanksgiving stuff out at Hobby Lobby right now. The pumpkins and everything.
What?
Yes.
That's so weird.
That was 2-3 days ago when I took them some snacks. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
That's really weird.
Yeah. Had the whole aisle blocked off. I said, "You've got to be kidding me."
Hey, that's true, Dean. Mimi Tammy, you do wire and bead work and everything. Mimi Tammy says, Dina, I'm sure Dee could make it a lot better than Dollar Tree.
I probably could, but it would cost you a lot more than Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of work. It would definitely. Yeah.
I'll walk out there and look. How long are you going to be out?
No.
It's okay. I just take me a minute. She thinks she saw it, and I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Most of the stuff out there was Thanksgiving or fall.
I had some circles with these and a rabbit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ones that I think I saw has been a while, you know, months and months ago. So, you know, I don't know, you know what I mean?
I really don't know where we
Probably
were.
gone.
Yes, it is a tad bit early for Thanksgiving stuff.
Yeah, you think? Jeez, oh Pete. I mean, I understand they want to give us time to create for those holidays. I get it, but that's a bit way too early, you know?
No, I haven't tried that yarn, Nessa.
What yarn is that?
Um,
Yarn Royal?
yeah.
Mercerized
Tees are cotton number 3 DK weight yarn. It says new and priced right now at 99 cents.
No, I don't have any of that. I thought I might have tried it before, but no.
Hey, Christy, welcome in.
Hello.
It's fine. Glad you could make it, Christy.
You just saw it today on their website. Stop it, Nessa. You're enabling me. I can't. I just spent almost every single dollar I had at the vet. 99 cents and there's 185 yards. That's pretty doggone good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know, Nessa, if you want to do your review of it. Or if you're gonna put up a video, I'll see that. But you know. Yeah, fall items already. We just started summer. Like spring is just like bleeding into summer right now. And they're gonna throw out the fall stuff already. Yeah.
Wow.
You're banded, Kendra. Well, me too. I am banded as well. Yeah, Nessa, she said Nessa D and I are banded from buying yarn right now. Yes, we are. But the one positive thing about that is I got a whole box of Bag of Day yarn that I haven't touched. So yay.
I know.
I just can't decide what I'm gonna make.
Hi, Naughty Knitting Sacks. Welcome in.
What do you think I should make? I need something different to make. And I want to make I've already decided I'm gonna, use some for one project, but like I don't like making blankets because they get heavy the bigger they get, and to me it's not mobile. You know what I'm saying? I need something I can carry around and whatever. And so I'm trying to think of what I'm going to make with the bod yarn. Like, I don't know, like shawls, cardigans, you know what I'm saying? All those kinds of things. That's,
Make a hat.
you know what? I think I've only made like 2 hats in my whole life. No, 3, 4. I've made 4 because I made 2 sun hats. That hat for for the hippy dippy, one for the beach, and then my one for St. Patrick's Day. So I've only ever made 4 hats. I'm not big on hats. A hooded pocket scarf. Yeah, maybe.
No, I didn't have it.
Now you know, Mimi, I'm going to make a poncho. Come on now. You know I got to make a poncho out of it. That's a given. But yo, Santa hats. You're right. I didn't think about that, Dina. Santa hats, St. Patrick's Day,
Yeah.
beach hats, and the hippy dippy hat. So that's about 6. So maybe I've made a few more hats than I thought. It's just been a long periods in between, like a year or 2 in between. A hooded pocket scarf.
Dee, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you something. You know the sunbonnet Sue top?
What?
The
Sunbonnet Sue top, the quilt top, the one with the yellow.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you something really sweet. I don't know if you noticed it, but she hand stitched all the blocks together and with embroidery thread. And
Uh-huh.
then somebody stitched it on top of that beside it with the sewing machine to hold to set the blocks together, but the individual blocks, and she used embroidery to applique the sunbonnet Sue on there, and then she embroidered the little birds and the little flowers and the other stuff
Yeah.
around it all by hand. And
What?
then so that's why it held together for a long time, because it's like double stitch.
Mark's saying hello.
Hi.
Yellow Patricia.
Hello, and where's the jelly? That's what
I know. I told her you love Christmas jelly. You just about ate the whole jar already. What I was going to say is what she's talking about is Patricia has so kindly agreed to quilt some quilts that weren't done. One was from my aunt that passed away, a couple from my mama. I think there's 3 from my mama, and then one even from my grandma. And that's the one she's talking about, where she did it with embroidery thread and then sewed it. And my grandma had one of those pedal sewing machines, you know. So, you know, it wasn't the typical nowadays electric ones. You know, this was a pedal one. So the fact that she did both is kind of cool.
Singer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome in Forever Plus, Shelly.
I used my grandmother's treadle sewing machine when I was about, I guess in my 40s. I had to go to my mama's house, 2 hours away to go use it. But I put together a quilt top, and my mother and a neighbor girl helped stitch this whole quilt together, and then ended up going to my daughter, and I think I don't know which husband, somehow or the other, it got lost somewhere, it tore up. It got tore up, and I just oh. But that's my history one was.
Oh, thank you guys. My mama made me a quilt and quilted it and everything years ago, but I used it, all the time on my bed, and so it got washed a lot. And then after time, the center, like she made me a Texas star, and the center just started falling apart. And it bummed me out so bad, And so I have another Texas star that she made me, but those quilts, One of them was one she made for herself. The one with the hot air balloons on it, that's the one she made for me. And
Crystal kept looking at that and said, "What is that?" And
I thought it was a jug. I was looking at it where the hot air balloon was like this, and I'm like,
and I'm
is
looking
that
at
a jug?
I'm looking at
And
it
then she finally
upside
turned
down.
it, and she goes, no, it's a hot air balloon. I'm like,
yeah.
oh.
Anyways, well, Patricia's so kindly gonna quilt them for me. And of course, when they're done, I'll show you guys. But I have like 3 quilts from my mom, one from my grandma, and one from my auntie. And I am super excited. They just been sitting non-quilted, all put together, but sitting, and nothing was going to happen with them. And Patricia offered to quilt them for me. So I'm super duper excited. I'm so happy they're actually going to get to turn into quilts. I could cry. It's awesome.
Oh, well, don't cry, because I'm so excited that you trusted me, because I haven't done it in a while. But
Well, I told you nothing has to. Don't sweat about it. It does not have to be perfect. Just the fact that it's being turned into something that's done and finished, and I have that because I'm not going to be here forever, and I'm in my 60s now. So actually, you're doing that for me for a short term, and for my kids for a longer term. You know what I mean? So to me, it just means the world to me, and I super appreciate it. I wish my kids would have got to know my grandma.
well,
She's pretty cool.
you got the video, and then they can see her video.
Well, that's my mama. That's not my grandma. That's my mama,
But they can see her quilt, though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, I'm just honored to try to do it for you. I'm just sorry that I can't hand quilt it anymore. That kills my neck. Too bad. But
No, don't. Like I said, believe me, just having them put together and made into a blanket. You don't have to get fancy. You don't have, don't sweat it. Just whatever you got to do. I'm good with it. Just the fact that it'd be a usable something.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's a treasure that we're saving, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Sally Stevens says, I have my great grandmother's treadle and it works. That's what I
Good.
prefer. I also have
Yeah.
another exactly
That's
the
how I learned to
same
sew.
in working condition too.
Wow, a backup. There you go.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I had my grandma's too. That's how I learned to sew, was on my grandma's treadle. But I had it in my daughter's basement, and my daughter's basement got flooded during a real bad storm a few years ago, and she didn't realize that I had it tucked underneath the steps. There's like a place where it could go under, and she didn't realize that the water had gotten in there as well, and it got ruined.
Uh-oh. Well, I was supposed to actually officially inherit my grandmother's treadle machine, and come to find out, it was just strange. It was years past, and my mother gave it to my brother's third or fourth wife. I never saw it again.
Aw.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad at least you had one for a while.
Dina Cabaz says, I have like 6 or 8 quilt tops that's never been quilted, and she made them.
Oh.
She made the tops.
See, I've made the tops myself, but I've never actually quilted stuff. The only way I've ever quilted is, I don't know if you guys know, but where you would take yarn and go in the corner of each square and tie a knot all the way through both, the batting and the bottom layer and the top layer, and you just take yarn and tie a knot at the corners. That's the only way I've ever done a quilt. I've never quilted anything, so it's all like I wouldn't even know how to start.
That counts, but that method is called tacking.
Tacking.
Okay. Yeah, my grandma showed me how to do that when I was real little, because I was learning to sew, and she showed me the easy way to, make a little blanket or whatever.
And you can do that in a day.
Oh
I
yeah.
had made a quilt top how many years ago? About maybe, it's been more than that. I've almost had my channel 5 years.
Oh, well, then I don't know.
At least more than 5 years ago, I made a quilt top, sewn it on her machine, and then I made the back or found a piece of material for the back. I don't remember. And I got this moving
blanket for the
moving.
back.
No,
It's already
that's supposed to be the batting in the middle
okay.
to make it really heavy. Anyway,
Still fold it
a
up.
quilt top that I made, and I think the backing might just be piece of material or another quilt part that I made. But I found this really huge moving blanket that I used for the middle. Got as far as pinning it all together before, you know, I stopped.
It's still stacked
And
in
it's
there.
still
Fold it
pinned
up.
together, ready to be tacked.
You got enough
So-
room now, so.
Yeah, like I said, that's the only thing I've ever done was that. I don't have any idea. My grandma hand quilted everything, and I honestly don't think she ever machine quilted. Like she might have put the squares together, but not actually quilt it with the machine.
Well, they didn't used to machine quilt them because you couldn't drop the feed dogs.
Mhm.
You have to be able to drop the feed dogs so you can maneuver the stitching any way you want it to go. And the modern ones you can, so that makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
I guess you could have, but it would have just been very difficult. Oh, if anybody is going to quilt, the best thing is they have gloves now for it, and it's a kind of rubber tipped glove, nylon gloves that are kind of tight, and you can push that fabric through so much easier, and it's very helpful. So
I'm sorry to hear that, Mimi, Tammy, that you lost the
Yeah, that's terrible.
grandmother.
Yeah.
oh,
She says, I lost my grandmother's quilt she made me for me in my home fire in 1985.
oh,
But then she says down here, at least the Afghan she gave me in 75 was with me on the trip with hubby and newborn to visit in-laws in Sugarland. I sleep under that Afghan every night.
oh, we used to live near Sugarland.
Yeah, we
Near
did.
Sugarland.
We used to live near Sugarland when
I
I
would-
was little.
I would even go shop there. It was
I have never had a house fire. I can't even imagine. I think I would lose my mind. I have so many things from my relatives and, even just, little slips of paper. I am very sentimental. So it's very hard for me to get rid of things and pictures and all that. Oh my gosh, I think I would lose it if my house caught on fire. I better knock on wood, please. Do not let that happen. That's the one thing I can say. One horrific thing I can say I haven't been through. And there ain't a whole lot of things I can say I haven't been through.
Yeah.
I
Welcome
won't
in,
even,
Roseann.
I won't even let them light candles in here. I'm so afraid of fire.
Yeah.
I bet it is devastating, Tammy. My goodness, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. It's like on my dad's side of the family, I'm the oldest living relative. On my mom's side of the family, I have one cousin older than me and one aunt that's still alive. So I'm the third oldest on my mom's side, and I am the oldest on my father's side. So, I have all the family things, all the pictures and all, I have all that stuff. I've been dishing them out, but I still got lots to go through because of mama, So I still got lots to go through. And oh my gosh, if my house caught on fire, my family history would be gone. Whew, right out the door.
All that smoke from that yarn.
What's that?
All the smoke from the yarn.
Oh yeah, this place would go up in blaze, man. Yeah, that's
Grief.
terrible, Tammy. I'm so sorry to hear that. I can't even imagine.
It is
But thank
sad.
God, no. Yeah, the grace of God, no lives were lost for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just love you, Sally. Kindness does
Sally.
better.
Enjoy your time with your grandson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go ahead and do the entry giveaway real quick and get things wrapped up. I'm starting to kind of get hungry.
So
I know, me too. And to be honest with you, I'm over here doing the pee-pee dance because I rushed down here. I didn't even get to go to the bathroom.
Go.
we'll go.
I
Well,
don't mean to be gross, but too much. What do they call it? TMI. Too much information. Sorry, but I'm kind of doing a little dance here. Yeah, my goodness, that's terrible. Yeah, I'm sorry about being late, and I'm gonna have to go because I'm doing the dance. So I hope you don't
That's
mind,
okay. Go
Crystal.
ahead, go. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's getting pretty desperate. I need to go. Old lady syndrome. I love you guys. I'm sorry I was late. I'm sorry I'm a hot mess today. I love you so much. Thanks for hanging out with my friend Crystal and Patricia. And I love you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. And I definitely will be more prepared than I was today. Such a harebrain. Love you guys.
Bye. Love you. Alrighty, everyone. We are going to do the entry giveaway really quick and then wrap everything up. It's trying to load. Okay. All right. My keyboard was not popping up on the phone, but I finally got it. We are going to use a number because I cannot think of a keyword. No. Wait, somebody's already used that? Oh, wait. Nope. This will be easy. 000. Not, it's the number 000. No, it's literally 000. I typed in 333 and then it picked up 1, and I think that's for Terry.
it's like none, zero, nothing.
No.
That's what I got.
Okay, we're up to 19. I was on the right page. We're going to draw. What is that smell? Do you have something cooking? Oh, that stinks. She's putting some ant poisoning in the kitchen and I can smell it. Like, oh my God.
Ammo against the, I'm going to war, I told you. It's my ammo.
We got 26. And cabbage, it almost smells like rotten cabbage a little bit. Yeah, now you see why I was like, do you have anything cooking? Because that stinks.
I don't want to cook like that. Are you saying my cooking smells like
No. Hi, Don Lavelle. Welcome in. We're up to 27. If we ever go to North Carolina, yes, I will look you up, Diane. Or what did you say? North Carolina, yeah. Okay, we're going to draw 5 names. You'll get 2 entries each. We got 27. And these are, just in case you're not familiar, this is for entries into the monthly giveaway. Still at 27. Hi, Stella's mom. Glad you can make it. You're welcome, Christy. You got 28. Usually, but I usually have people put it in a couple of times just in case. It picked up somebody, so it's 29 now. Okay. I don't know if you know Melanie J, but Walking Dead Dead City started, I think, 2 weeks ago. I just found out yesterday. I was like, what? I didn't even know it was coming back on. All right, we're still at 29, so last chance, everybody enter 000, the number 0 3 times, if you have not yet. Oh, you did? Awesome. Yeah, I think I watched the first episode and stopped there. Okay, I think it has picked up everybody because it's still sitting at 29 now. So, yeah, that's true, Dina. Oh, it went up to 30. These last couple episodes were okay, but I think you're right. They're getting older, and they just maybe they're running out of material. I think half that is scripted anyway, so, but it's still fun. All right, we're gonna go ahead and draw. So good luck, everybody. Here we go. First one is Jessica Johnson. Congratulations. All right. It just went up again, so it picked up somebody, I guess, Kirsten. All right, good luck. Here we go. Noelle. Congrats, Noelle. She can smell it back in her room now, and I'm like, ah. Smells like rotten cabbage, honestly. She was spraying, pouring ant poisoning. All right, number 3. Good luck. Forever blessed, Shelly. All right, number 4. Good luck. Dragon Cat. Let's see, what have we not done? Warning, screaming goat. All right, and the last one, good luck. Melanie J, congratulations. Alrighty, congrats to you 5. Now, I ended up having to switch up. Aw, thank you, Mimi Tammy. Whoop, scrolling too quick before it. Thank you, Mimi Tammy. This week would have been the sit and spin, but I had to swap out. The sit and spin is going to be next week. And then Bridget of Queen's Crafts by Bridget will be on with me this Friday instead. Katie has some stuff going on and she's got to take care of her parents' cats. So she's going to be over there at that time this Friday. So we will have Bridget on this Friday and the sit and spin will be next Friday. Thank you, Mimi Tammy. And I just saw on my phone that another one came through. Thank you, Stella's mom, Miss Connie. So all of you that got stuff from the live sale on Friday, it went out yesterday. If you did not get tracking, let me know. Y'all should have. So, alrighty. Well, thank you so much, everyone. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see y'all Thursday and then Friday. Alrighty, everyone. Have a good day, and I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all.